Welcome, everybody, to episode 27 of the Collective Podcast. How's it going? I have Erlyn and Weezy, of course. They be holding
What
it
up?
down.
Hello.
Know what I'm saying? See here. Okay, so there's a lot of shit that happened,
Yeah.
but I don't know what to talk about first. So,
Heck?
You mentioned a wedding.
yeah. So,
that's
like,
what
the
we
reason
do.
I've been gone is because I was in Oklahoma for a wedding for
Oklahoma.
my for a dear two friends who just got married. Congrats to them. I can't really say their names just in case, like, they get doxxed and shit. So, let's
Damn,
well,
who's following you that they're that aggressive?
so let me explain a couple things. So like, I guess like a week or two prior, I got put in this group chat with the best man and like 3 or 4 different other numbers that I never had saved. And it was just like apparently these are all like groomsmen. And we were supposed to plan out this bachelor party. And like I said, I only knew the best man. So I kind of just sat there and waited for one of them to say a name so I can kind of associate and figure out who that person is. They never did. They conversed. And the only name they said was the groom's name and my name. That's it. So I was fucked coming up to Oklahoma because I don't know who the fuck these people are.
Wow.
Yeah. So I show up to the wedding rehearsal. And this is legitimately all of our first times meeting, except for the group. And I'll tell you, these guys are fucking nerds, dude. They are so awkward. They haven't even touched grass. I swear to God. This whole time coming up, I thought they were just needing somebody to fill in for a groomsman. But no, I realized they needed me.
They needed that extra person. They were like, help.
They needed someone who's normal and not a degenerate. Which they kind of failed at, but it's all right. Anyways.
Like be degenerates.
God, one of them is so bad. Like he was standing next to me. We were like lined up trying to like rehearse for the wedding or whatever. The bride is like giving commands and shit about how she wants her wedding to be. One of the groomsmen next to me, I think it's her brother, but a girl came up and ran over and like hugged him, right? And she was like, I'm just hugging you because I love you. I don't know if that's his girlfriend or his sister, but he just stood there awkwardly. Didn't even hug her back. And he was just like,
what?
Okay.
Like,
bro! What are you doing? Anyway.
Why?
Anyways, all right. Like we eventually plan the stupid bachelor party for the day before the wedding. Don't know why. It just happened. I'm going with the flow. It's at this place called Synergy. And what it is like you take a Dave & Buster's and a movie theater and you put it together. Mixed with like so like you got like bowling there as well. You got axe throwing, and then you also have an escape room.
Oh.
Yeah. It's actually like a cool place. I don't think it's cool for a bachelor party, but then again, these are all fucking nerds, so like I guess I get it. But yeah, so like there's movie theaters, there's a bar, obviously there are arcade games as well. So yeah, like the place is cool. I show up and the first thing we do was bowling. Again, these fucking people never went outside in their lives. I'm trying to, be the hype man I can be and try to make this like a good time. They fucking suck. Oh my God. They suck. Morale is down. The only people that's giving me anything back is the groom and the best man. That's it. This sucks.
Jesus.
Okay, bowling's done. We go to the escape room.
Yeah.
I've never done
Okay,
an
you
escape
have to
room
communicate
before.
in an escape room. You can't just
Exactly. Exactly. I've never done an escape room either. The best man has done it like 3 times.
Yeah. Damn. Freaking a professional over here.
Yeah, I know. That being said, this motherfucker puts us on the hardest one there.
Why?
He's done it 3 times. We're all big brain. Probably. I don't know. But we get that shit done in 30 minutes. There was a lot of communication. It was great.
Nice.
Morale is high. Then we go to axe throwing. Morale gets low again.
Oh my god. No shots.
Well, okay, like it
There
became
must not
low.
have been a lot of alcohol flowing.
They didn't
Forget
drink very
alcohol
much.
flowing. What was happening?
I
that
drank.
Nobody was like there.
I drank, the best man drank, nobody else did. Don't know why. The best man even offered.
Bunch of
And of course I
lamos,
said
bro.
yes. What do you mean? I'm not going to
You're
turn
like,
down a
"We need
free
some
drink.
alcohol here."
Yeah. And anyways, we then during axe throwing get into like teams, right? Just so like we can try to like find a way to boost up the morality. So we split up into 2 teams. My team was team 1. And the other team with the groom was team 1.0 for some fucking reason. I don't understand.
Team 1.0.
Yeah,
What does
1.0.
that mean?
I don't know, but he thought it was funny. They got the shit beat out of them. And I ruptured the groom's morality. And to top it all off, after axe throwing was done, they wanted to see
Was
Morbius.
it fun? At least.
I mean,
Axe
I
throwing?
thought it was fun. Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. Like for everybody at least. Granted, like again, like they got the shit kicked out of them because of me. But I digress. They wanted to see Morbius.
Uh-huh.
I did not.
Oh.
I thankfully got a call at the same time as we were about to go in. And I used that to leave early.
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
So
I
that
agree
was
with
the
this
bachelor
behavior.
party.
Left while the morale was down.
Yeah. That was the bachelor party. I've heard, yeah, okay. They told me it was the worst movie they've ever seen.
Was it that bad?
Yeah.
Damn.
So I'm
that's
glad I didn't
already-
see it.
Like all the way bad, or like bad because the story is bad and like the movie's still fun. You know what I mean? Like Fast and Furious at this point has trash story, but it can be fun to watch.
No, the story doesn't make sense, is what they told me.
Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah.
Got it.
Anyways, so the next day, the day of the wedding. The wedding is at like 3, so I show up at like 2:30. Because I figure because I'm just a groomsman, I don't have to do much. So I show up to this like the wedding venue, which is it's like a church, right? But the church has like 2 different buildings and it's connected to like by like a little like hallway.
Yeah.
And I pull up, I see this guy working on a moped, and I'm thinking like, dude, we're in Oklahoma. Who the fuck is driving a moped? And why? No wonder you're working on it, because it's broken. It doesn't need to be here. You need to be in a more populated area for it to be like acceptable. I digress.
For it to do something,
whatever.
yeah.
I see the
On that
groom
same
and the best
topic,
man. Oh, go on.
I was like, on that same topic, I considered buying a motorcycle this week.
Oh. Just considered?
Nice.
Yeah.
Just a
Well,
consideration.
yeah, just considering. And I realize it's going to take more than just getting one.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Anyway, continue.
So I see the groom and the best man in a Mustang. None of them drive a Mustang. I ask, what the fuck? Whose Mustang is this? And then they were like, oh, it's just a rental. I just wanted to drive it for today. Like, cool. Whatever. So
Imagine being able to afford a fucking rental.
Yeah, I know, right?
Just for the day.
I know. So we're on our suits. We go to the front. We try to open the door. It's locked. Fucking wonderful. The groom was supposed to have the key. He did not have the key. He gave his key to like a family member who gave it to another family member who was supposed to give it to him, but they did not. So we're stuck out there.
Damn, stranded.
More people show up. More groomsmen show up, thankfully. So it's just like us, right? The door's still locked. There's another church group that's coming out of the other building. So we quickly walk in to try to get into the actual church through the connection point. That's locked too. Fuck. More people show up. We're still locked.
Damn.
The groom then calls somebody who would have the master key, and they respond and they say, yeah, it's somewhere in the building, but I have the keys to like go in further in the building to go get it. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Cool. More people were showing up. The guy who's working on the moped then asks the best man if he can help him pick up the moped and put it in the trunk of his car so we can work on it at home because he has more tools there. He has a sedan. So,
That's it?
so the moped is like halfway out of his trunk. I'm telling the groom that this looks sus as fuck.
That really does. That's
Like, this thing is going
trust
to...
that?
Yeah. Whatever. More people show up. 5 minutes or like 10 minutes later, an old man in a motorcycle with like Guy Fieri flames shows up. Like, who the fuck is this guy? Is this the pastor? What is going on here? It's the guy who has the master key. And granted, this is an old man, and he's just like happy to be there. So he walks in, he's going to find the key. Cool. Like a couple minutes pass, a cop walks over. I understand how this looks. We look like we're breaking and entering this church. I understand.
Really
The groom then understands this too, and he walks over to the cop and tries to explain the situation. I'm just going to overhear this because I want to know what he's saying in case he fucks it up. I know he's nervous. He explains the whole situation, and the cop is like, oh, thanks for telling me, but I'm not actually here for that. I'm here about an incident of a stolen motorcycle. And
No
we look
shot.
at that motorcycle that old man has, or that he parked out there, and we're like, is it that one? And she's like, no, I don't think it's that one. And we're like, oh, okay. And she's like, yeah, it's like it's almost like a purple moped. It's that moped that guy was working on. He wasn't working on it. He was breaking the chains.
Damn.
What the fuck?
So we tell the cop we don't know anything about that, and we'll keep an eye out.
We have no idea about that.
She walks away. And we look over at the best man, who also overheard, and he's now sitting on the steps thinking about his life choices, and asked us if he is now an accomplice to a crime, which he is. I'm not going to say shit. That's why I don't want to say their names.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then the old man comes through the doors and is like, hey, got it unlocked. Now we got to look happy again.
We gotta look happy.
I just watched the crime get committed. So like, whatever. But the rest of the wedding was fine, except for the fact that like on the marriage license, she put her last name instead of his. So then we had to sign that shit again the next morning.
Wait, like dead ass? Like
Yeah.
Forgot.
She was just trying to get it done, I guess, and she just put her last name. What's even worse is that like on the line underneath, you're supposed to print your name, and then like a line underneath, you're supposed to sign your name, right? Like a signature.
Yeah.
But she printed her name anyway, and then put the correct last name on the signature line. And I was like, girl, what the fuck is this? And she's like, man, I don't know. I gotta do this again anyway.
What is she doing? Is she good? Did she wake up okay?
She was just nervous, I guess. I don't know. She just want to get shit done.
Just wine drunk.
Oh, she did get drunk. She got absolutely hammered at the reception.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where I've been. How about you
That
guys?
sounds great though. Like
Yeah.
really, not everything, but it sounds great.
It sounds great to be a bystander in. Like if this story can tell you anything, it's to never say yes to somebody's help and just watch in case they're
Yeah.
a felon.
I can agree with that kind of logic. I can get behind that. Although, to be honest, would you have had such a great story to tell if it were for that situation?
No, I'm thankful for the situation. I'm also thankful that I was
Not
like
arrested.
smart enough to not have any of my fingerprints touch that stupid fucking moped.
Damn.
Yeah. Like
That's
they can get me for being a bystander, but it's just a fine. Like they could get the best man for being an accomplice to a stolen vehicle.
Look, come down now.
Yeah, I know. I was just complaining about that. That this little fucker over here just decided I'm stairs all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Remember when I told you like he knows how to go downstairs?
No,
He
he like
Oh,
he's
she's
there.
he
talking.
doesn't know how.
No,
to.
he like he stays because he doesn't.
Whatever. I don't care. That's an excuse. Anyway, sorry.
You're good. Anyways, well,
Yeah,
that was
sorry.
that was my story.
Great.
Anyways,
Thank you for that.
during that time, there was a thing that kind of just went under the rug. It looks like, so we never talked about. So we're gonna talk about it now, which is the fact that Bungie sued YouTube. So, if you don't know, YouTube's DMCA system is absolute shit.
Yeah.
So, like, for those who don't know, you can legitimately, as long as you have a YouTube or a Google account, you can act as a different company and DMCA strike any video that you want. Acting as that company. And that's what happened to a bunch of like Destiny 2 content, including the ones on Bungie's official YouTube channel. Which is fucking bold.
Insane. Yeah.
It's bold of these people to do so.
Very.
Uh
Just casually accepting it. Did they really think that they weren't gonna get caught or like?
So allegedly, I don't know if this is true, but there have been people who said that the people who did it is 4 people who actually got copyright striked by Bungie themselves on their own YouTube content. So they're just
Looks
trying
like a
to get
revenge.
like a revenge, yeah.
Got it.
But yeah, so like the thing about Bungie, which I respect the hell out of, is that they know for a fact that the community is what makes their game.
Oh yeah.
Because in my opinion, Destiny 2 is fucking boring. I just watched Sam play it earlier, and I still couldn't get into it.
Mm-hmm.
I digress.
Well, the game is built on 100% at this point, just grinding hours upon hours just for like one gun, and even then some guns can't even be used unless you play competitive. So if you want a specific gun for competitive and like it's really great, you have to grind for that.
Yeah, so
Which
like
is
that's not very, but like they love their community. Like I think one time they had like something on Twitch. Like if you watch your favorite like content creator on Twitch, you'll eventually get like a bunch of like loot drops, so you can get like actual in-game loot for their game, clearly. And I think the only other people that did this like with just out of the bat, like without even any events or anything, is Final Fantasy. And I think Final Fantasy did it first.
Oh yeah, I like Final, but Final Fantasy does it well.
Exactly. That's why I can get into Final Fantasy more than Destiny. But I still respect Bungie.
Yeah.
Anyways, Bungie obviously got like super fucking pissed about it. And they realized like even like big names like them could also get fucked by like YouTube shitty DMCA security. So they sued YouTube for how terrible their DMCA system is. Let's see. They had they go for? I don't know how much they sued them for.
We like to know this information. We like dollars, man.
Yeah, I know. I do too.
I wish I could have money like that.
That's what I'm saying. I think it was like no. I don't know. I think they were just doing a subpoena, if anything, to try to target the people who did it. But like one person who did it said that like he intended to be caught, so YouTube can understand how shitty their copyright system is, and Bungie,
Yeah.
like for the reason I stated earlier. So yeah, that happened. Not much happened after that. I don't think YouTube did anything other than was like, yep, that happened, and they just went home. So like,
Interesting.
yeah, that happened. Let's see what else happened. Oh, fucking Sinatraa. You want to talk about Sinatraa?
Fuck him.
Jesus.
I'm most of the time, because I'm gonna trust the survivor if it's true. Which,
Yeah.
like I said,
So if you guys don't know who Sinatraa is or whatever, he used to be an Overwatch Pro player. I forgot what team he played for, but he was even MVP for the tournament that he won. And with that momentum, he left that team and left that game entirely to go pro in Valorant. So he joined Sentinels, which is,
Yeah.
I don't know if I have to explain who Sentinels are, but pro Valorant team won the very first LAN tournament for Valorant. Completely, like, didn't even drop a map. But before that specific tournament, his ex-girlfriend Cleo stated that that he sexually assaulted her, had proof of an audio file of that happening and shit like that. And Sinatraa stated that he had evidence to his innocence, but he didn't cooperate with Riot. And then a couple of days later, Cleo ended the investigation because it was making her suicidal.
I would have done it.
During this time, I don't know if I said this earlier, but Riot suspended Sinatraa from competitive play, and he was dropped as a pro player from Sentinels. I'm pretty sure he's still a content creator for them, but yeah. So there's like a lot of controversy regarding that situation of itself, because like people who support him say that because Cleo has an OnlyFans, she's obviously lying.
What?
And shit because it's like, well, if you got sexually assaulted, why would you make an OnlyFans or some shit like that? But it's like, dude, like who the fuck
no correlation whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, it's a profession. It doesn't mean anything. Just because you're in sex work doesn't mean that it's fine to be raped or assaulted in any way.
Yeah.
The mental gymnastics these people go through.
Anyways, so he was actually suspended for 6 months from competitive play. In January, Riot confirmed that he was fully cleared to return to competitive play, because in that investigation there was quote unquote no conclusive evidence that any crime was committed, so he was never charged with any crime.
Yeah.
But in January, Sinatraa wasn't ready to come back to competitive play, but on the 12th, he stated on Twitter that he was. So yeah, there's a bunch of people in Overwatch community and the Valorant community who are speaking up against all that. And Sinatraa posted a tweet longer today stating he just put a bunch of facts down, where one, he was a shitty boyfriend, he emotionally hurt Cleo, but he's never sexually assaulted her. 2, there was an investigation that found no conclusive evidence that any crime was committed. 3, he served a 6-month suspension. 4, he was never charged with any crime. 5, in January, Riot Games confirmed him in writing that he was fully cleared to return to competitive play and is now ready to do so. And he even states this in here that if anyone is his fan, to not harass Cleo and be supportive of her as well. So it clearly, like, I mean, if shit happened, I feel like he's at least grown a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he also has like proof of the email that he got sent from Riot. But
Huh.
yeah, like, I don't know. By not working with the investigators, he showed how guilty he was. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But
Literally.
I mean, like, nobody knows besides like them. So I'm not gonna accuse anybody of anything. Who's Cleo? Sinatra's ex-girlfriend. Yeah, how do you?
I'd still blame him.
You still blame him?
Yeah. Because okay, at the end of the day, doesn't matter whether she took too long or it was just a recent thing that he started doing. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's still just a matter of if she finally came out now, it's probably because she's finally ready to do something about it.
Oh no, this was
Obviously,
a
she's
while
not
ago.
entirely. Well, no, no, no. No, what I meant is like ready to just put it out there some more. But the investigation clearly, obviously, yeah, triggered her, and that's normal, and it's gonna happen. But I don't know. I'm just always gonna trust the survivor in any case because there's no reason to like make up something like that. Because if she does, I don't know how successful her OnlyFans is. Like, is it like really successful?
I don't know. I'm not on OnlyFans, Erlyn. Like,
Well, I meant
I just
because
know she
you
has
do know
one.
the story. That's just what I mean.
I don't think she's like Belle Delphine by any means, but like, I don't know how. Like, what determines successful in OnlyFans?
Making money that you don't need a job outside of it. That's what I
Okay.
mean.
Maybe. I don't know. I just.
Well, okay, regardless, it's just there's no reason to like make up some a genuinely good reason, and I highly doubt that she's gonna tell her very successful boyfriend, who is a streamer and is a pro player, that like, oh, I'm gonna cause this unnecessary drama just to cause drama.
I mean, some people be doing that. I know that.
Well, yeah, but I just mean like if they've been together for a good while, it just kind of seems a little pointless to do.
Yeah, agreed.
You know what I mean? So it's like there's got to be something in her story that's true to some extent. Regardless of how serious it is, like you said, we don't know. But, you know,
Yeah. I mean, like, I just know that there was an audio
it was serious.
file, and
Yeah.
I listened to that audio file. It sounded, but
Yeah.
it also sounded
Genuine.
like it's just like there's also like a lot of context like taken out of it. It seems like
Yeah.
it seemed like it was like cut like from the middle of like a video or something. Is her name Live Cleo? Maybe. Uh, Live Cleo. Oh God. No, I don't think so. I don't know. Yeah, she got. I don't think that's her, man. You're kind of reaching, you weirdo. Making me look up porn on my fucking computer.
Yeah, just check, dude. Just Google it, maybe. Okay, dude.
Listen, man, I'm just trying to I'm trying to figure it out with him, so he can rub one off real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to help. I'm for the
He is
people.
fat god.
Yeah. What's your stance on this, Weezy?
I mean, I just heard about it today, so I don't really know. From what I know so far is that
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It doesn't look good for him. Which it never does in these kind of situations.
Well, have any of their friends said anything too, or is it literally just strictly between them?
Between him and
It-
Riot or something.
Well, no,
it's
I meant
between them.
outside of Riot. I meant like
Oh,
the
I
story. Like,
don't
are
know.
have any friends? You know, like, not saying obviously like this is just an example. Like, let's say I said that it, Wheezy did that to me or whatever. Would have this information circled around in the friend group is what I mean.
I mean, it got public, so
Well,
people in
obviously
their
it's
friend group would.
public. I
He
meant
might not
like
have any friends.
I
Just
meant
it's him and the
story
girlfriend
wise,
living
has
life.
anybody mentioned it or talked about it?
No, not really.
Damn. Those are some really like I'm not about it. It's not my problem, friends.
Yeah, exactly. So
What
it's
the
like, huh? Okay.
fuck? Alright. Don't say anything, I guess. Don't help your friend out or, don't help the girl out. 100% stay silent.
Look, you guys talked about this during the whole Tarek and Jason R shit. Like, if your
was
friend
wild.
is doing some like weird shit like that, like abusing their partner,
Platform.
abusing their platform, like whatever, like they're not being like a regular ass person, then fucking call them out for it. Like,
Literally.
That
It's
whole
not
shit,
hard.
I was like,
it's
what?
not hard. It's not hard at all. Like if
What-
Wheezy ever did that to somebody, I'd be like, Wheezy, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like,
Forget that. I'm about to be like, we're going to protest. Does anybody want to show up with me? We'll sit at a park. We'll live stream it. We'll make some signs. We're gonna get some barbecue. We're gonna have a whole entire little thing.
what are you?
I'm gonna make sure people are aware.
What are you
I'm gonna make it a
protesting?
thing. Him for doing that. Don't know what it's gonna. I don't know what it would do, but it's just a matter of I'm gonna make sure that this is known to some extent. And there are
Okay,
pictures
so
that-
Erlyn is just like the human version of cancel culture. I see what's going on here.
No, I'm not into cancel culture because they don't.
I don't
it
know
correctly.
what you were just describing. Kind of
What
seems
I'm
like real life
describing is
cancel
that this
culture.
obviously, like, it's an example. Like, Wheezy wouldn't do that, but if Wheezy happened to be that kind of person, I want people to know about it. If somebody in the park was like, "What's this about?" It's about my friend who's clearly not my friend because they're a bad person. I want people to know about that. I'm not gonna just let this sit in like a very small little thing. Obviously, it's just a rumor, but if it was something happened to a friend because of another friend, and I know both people to some extent, or I know one of them better than the other, I'm not saying I'm going to trust 100% the person who's blaming that other person, but I am going to sit there and be like, well, they're not going to just say this to say this. If it was in fact true, yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to make a little protest in the park so that way people know, because
Bruh.
maybe he wouldn't get arrested. But I'd rather people are aware that this said person is this kind of person, so he's not going to go on like the like the little list that they give you that you could just Google and check what kind of predators are in your area, so you can see how many are rapists and pedophiles and shit like that.
Okay, but since Wheezy is your friend, wouldn't you want to try to talk some sense into him first? Like,
Talk to him. What sense? He did it already. Like,
he's
this is
done
the
it already,
example.
right? Like, yeah.
What do I have to talk about? Did you do it, Wheezy? Yes. Well, we know that. What am I supposed to question?
Right, but like throw some hands at him or something to make sure he doesn't do it again. Like what?
No,
At least make an effort to like.
No. I'm not about to get a charge. He could get charged. I don't got money. He could still, even with that being a valid, evidential proof that he did do the thing, and he could sit there and still take me to court, regardless of him being convicted of the said crime. He could still take me to court and sue me for hitting him, because then he could claim it as self-defense because I attacked him first. Nah, he could put his hands on me. I could claim self-defense, sue him. Now he's got a double charge. I'm not putting my hands on the dude. I'm just getting your name out there. You will 100% get defamed. Don't care. Try to sue me for that. You can't, because it's the truth.
Bruh, I may be white, but I ain't got money for lawyers.
I'm Hispanic. I don't got money for lawyers.
I'm black. I
What?
No, this is already against me, dog. Like, it's It's already
What?
against me. Every odd against me already. I could be getting beat up and they'll arrest me for fighting.
Fighting yourself. You can just fight yourself and you get arrested.
Like, bro, like, what do you mean? What are you doing here?
No win-win.
I'm literally not fighting back, and you're arresting me. Like, wow, you're really Wheezy. Okay, so if your friend were to do something like that, Wheezy, like Joe, if Joe did something like that, what would you do in your case?
Light a fire in his truck.
Something like that. First thing I would do is call him and catch his side of the story and see if it aligns. And if it doesn't align, I'm gonna tell him that something's not aligning and that he needs to like get his shit together.
Oh yeah, see, if it was a case like that,
I've known him
talk to
too
Weezy
long
too.
to just I've known him too long to
That's
just
what I'm saying, Erlyn. This
like
is
delete
Wheezy.
his
No.
number.
Sorry.
We had Wheezy in the example, and you're like, fuck Wheezy. I'm gonna protest
because
Wheezy.
my
I'd
example, and I
definitely
said
knock
it,
some sense
it
into
was
somebody.
a crime that had evidence. Like, it's a foolproof, he 100% did it kind of crime. I'm not gonna, like, he's already gonna be convicted. There's proof that he did do the thing. If it's an allegation, different story. I would do a Wheezy saying, I'm gonna check out what's happening. My version was literally just 100%. He did it. We all know it. There's proof. That's it. Like, jail time. That's about, like, that's where it's gonna be headed.
I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that like I went to law school, but
You went to law school?
Yeah, as a
For
minor.
how long?
Too long. Anyway.
What the fuck? Can't just
Yeah,
skip
like
over
that. That's probably the reason why I'm like, dude, like I would at least try to like figure shit out. Like,
Oh yeah, no, yeah. You have to.
like even
Jordan
but-
knows, even friends that we've had in the past and don't talk to anymore. Like I've even tried to give them a chance.
man.
And then
Oh my god, that
and
pissed
then
me
they
off too.
and then they were like, and then their shit wasn't like I said, their
Bro.
shit wasn't adding up, and I was like, all right,
Oh my god,
something's not right.
Dude, I'm legit.
He knows
I'm
exactly
pissed.
what I'm talking.
Oh my god. Listen, I tried to help this motherfucker and he blocked me. I don't understand.
He blocked you? Like blocked on like everything or
Yes!
just blocked you?
Yes.
Wow, what a chicken shit
He who
bitch.
shall not be
Fuck
named.
this guy, dude.
Where are you it sounds like you just got up from your chair and walked away because of that.
Yeah, I did.
He's fuming
I'm
right now. Give him a
pissed.
second.
It still affects me to this day. See, that's what I mean. Like, if it
That's
doesn't
crazy
add up,
how he
it can
assumed
be
Jordan was going to
proved.
be on someone else's side and then just insta block.
I legit said I was helping you.
He's like, I'm trying to help you out. What the fuck?
God,
The crazy
damn.
thing
Let me
is,
support you, friend. Don't block me. Let me help.
dude was acting hella guilty. That's what threw it for me. I was like, okay, buddy.
Yes,
You're not
he was
helping
acting
anybody's
guilty.
case. You're not helping your own case. You're not helping the other case.
Of course. I wasn't helping in any case at all. It was just more or less trying to get him help. And he, like, throughout the conversations we had, he was leaning more towards to accepting that help. And then all of a sudden, I get blocked. Fuck him. That's the person you should be canceling. You
That's what I'm
protest
saying.
that guy.
Bro,
Yeah.
legit. Like I even talked to Carlos about it one time, and I was like, yeah, he was saying this and that and the other, and then Carlos was like, oh really? Because he was telling me the exact opposite. I was like, oh, so now he's a liar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen. All I gotta say to those people is have one story, one lie. Don't have one story and many lies. This goes for like anything in general, not just, essay.
Or just don't lie. Like,
No. What I'm saying is, if
Be
you're gonna
honest.
do a bad what I'm saying is if you're gonna do a bad thing, regardless of what it is, outside of essay 2, if you're gonna do a bad thing and you're gonna lie about it, be smart. I hate when I hear these kinds of stories where like it's one lie, but then they have a whole bunch of extra lies to make up for the details because they can't even keep track of what they said about their lie in the first place. It's like one lie, one story. Keep it straight. Don't make yourself look even worse and more so stupid because you can't even keep track of your own story. It's
Don't
one
lie.
question. Did you do it? Like, if you're gonna lie about it, like I said, if you're gonna lie, keep it, just keep it as one. I hate when I have to hear, like, oh yeah, they told me this, and then I heard from another person, they told me that, and it's like, well, now you're just caught, because listen, this person said you did this thing, but then you told this person you didn't do that thing, and then this person said you probably felt like maybe you might have done that thing, but you can't say for sure if you did the thing. It's like,
It's
you're
just
guilty then. You're
just
not.
don't lie. Like how many
No, I'm
times do
saying
I
if you
guys
did.
how many times do I ask you guys questions and right before it I say be honest? Like there's power in the truth. That's why I say that.
Not all time.
There's absolutely power in the truth.
Yeah,
I mean, depends.
I don't understand the reason of lying.
Lying is just because you weren't
like
prepared for the
I
consequence
ain't a
to get out.
snitch, but like
It's not snitching if you did a bad thing.
no, like you know, if say like you did something terrible, right? And I saw. Like
Wait,
say,
whoa, whoa,
say
whoa, whoa,
you were
whoa,
the
whoa.
one who helped that guy with the fucking moped. And I saw. And the cop
Yeah.
asked me specifically, did I see who did it? I'm gonna be like, nah.
Mhm.
Because I'm not a snitch. But
I do not recall.
I can tell that cop, like, I didn't see who helped, but I could tell you the guy was white, kind of a big nose.
He went that way, officer.
He had a hat on, but he has curly dark hair.
Well, don't dox him. Whoa,
I'm
hold on.
doxing him. He's a felon.
He's a felon. You stole a moped, dude.
He stole a moped. Who the fuck steals a moped in Oklahoma? Who drives a moped in Oklahoma? What are you gonna do with the moped, huh? You deserve to go to jail.
Well, I mean, you live in Oklahoma. You need some kind of fun.
No, there's other fun that you can get. Not the moped.
Like what?
I don't know. I don't live there anymore.
He did live there though.
Yeah, but I don't live there now, so I can't tell you what's fun
so
anymore.
now that you don't live there, you suddenly just have no idea what's fun to do
No,
there?
only Texas freedom.
Wow, okay, never mind, my bad. I didn't realize it was like that.
Yeah.
That's right. Freedom,
Yeehaw.
Texas.
All I'm saying is,
Guns and whiskey.
I live
if
in
I
the
ever
bluest
happen to
part of
lie
Hell
to
yeah,
you,
brother.
just know it's probably for a good reason, and that's it. You could lie to me too, but it's fine, because if I find out the truth, I'm gonna just be like, that's false. This is what you actually did. You can still lie to me, but I'm just letting you know, I know what you know you did.
But how much more respect for someone would you have if they came out and lied and you called them out on the lie and then they tried backpedaling, or if they just came straight to you with the truth?
I don't lose respect for people just because they lie. I'm just disappointed depending on what it is that they lied about. If you lied to me about you cheating on your girlfriend, I'm just gonna be disappointed. I don't really it's not my it's your relationship. It's not my business. I care as a friend, like, why the frick are you cheating? But it's not gonna affect me that way. If your thing affected me, even then, again, I probably still wouldn't lose respect for you. You're still just a person to me. But now, I personally, again, depending on how much it affects me, would not care for you as much. You're still a person. I'm still going to respect your opinions. You can have them. If I think they're wrong, whatever. Go off, sweetheart. Just know, me and you, we don't have anything. Whatever we did have as friends, whatever our relationship was, it doesn't exist anymore. Depending on how severe it is. That's extreme. If it's just like a normal, oh, that affected my life and it personally caused some problems, I might not talk to you for like a day, but I'm gonna talk to you again because if we're gonna hang out soon or something like that and there's food involved, I have to speak to you. Because one, and you both know this, I don't drive. So I'm gonna need somebody to take me to go get the food that we were gonna go get anyways. I treat people like I treat most of my family. you're just gonna get a whole lot of disappointment. You're not gonna get really a loss of respect unless it's like a continuous cycle of the same behavior. Like my dad, definitely 100%, I could say I've lost some respect for the guy because he has disappointed me one too many times. But I could still say that most of my issues with him still stem from disappointment and slight regret. He's still my dad. I still respect him. Even my friend that I don't, well, I should say ex-friend. I don't know. My ex-friend, disappointed. I don't respect her as much because of what she did, but I still respect her because she's still a person. But 100%, I ain't trusting the bitch. Nah, I'm sorry. I'm disappointed. You have proven that you are not trustworthy. I'm good. Don't bother me. If I see you, hi, hello. If we have to hang out together, okay, that's cool. I've hung out with you before. I still know how to hang out. I'm fine. Just don't ask me to do anything for you because I'm gonna make sure to fail at it. And I gotta be petty because of what you did. That's it. I'm not a petty person, but I will do that to somebody who lost all my trust.
I don't know. I feel like if I'm friends with you, I kind of just expect you to be honest with
Yeah. Well, of course, yeah, obviously.
like the moment you lie to me is like when I started losing a lot of respect
Hmm.
and trust. And trust is like very hard to gain from me. So
Yeah.
that like the moment you don't have much trust from me is the moment like I'm not really friends with you.
I could get it. I know why a lot of people are like that. I can understand why people are 100% like, as soon as you do this one thing, you cross this line, I'm over it. And I'm obviously like everyone has different, home lives, life homes, that word,
Like
whatever.
homes.
Yeah,
Life
Life.
you
homes.
know,
Life home.
family situations. There we
Life
go.
houses.
Family situations at home in their life. For me, and I'm pretty sure you might be able to agree to some extent, there have been one too many family members that are very problematic.
Yes.
My family in particular, because I can only reference mine. I don't know your families personally like the way I know mine. I'm very much used to the lying. I don't really care for lying. I only care about finding out, yes, the truth. If you don't want to tell me the truth, it's for a reason. You're not comfortable with me knowing that truth, but you're okay with somebody else knowing that truth. It means that you don't want to disappoint me. It means you don't want me to look at you, yes, without respect. But again, like I said, I'm used to the lying, so it's not like I'm not going to respect you any more, any less, depending on what it is. But it is a disappointment factor. People tend to lie because they've been taught that they can't tell the truth because the truth isn't what somebody wants to hear. So if they're used to lying all the time, even about the smallest things, it's because of that. You don't feel like you can trust me with this information. Okay, but if I find out that it's the actual truth, I'm going to ask you. If you still choose to lie to me about it, okay, we'll agree to disagree that I don't know what actually happened, but we know that I know what happened. But you could take your time to come to me with that information. Just know I'm disappointed, and I don't know how we're gonna be able to move forward until we have this conversation. Because I'm good until we talk about this.
Mm. I mean,
But like
okay,
for you, like you said, it's different.
I can understand the like lying to not disappoint that person,
Mm-hmm.
right? But at the same time, it's also like you could just choose not to tell them, and if they ask about it, it'd be like, "Oh, I just don't want to disappoint you. I don't want you to look at me in this light." And then that way, like you both can have a conversation on whether or not you could just say it or not. Like if the other person can handle it, then then say it. If the other person can't, then don't say it and just leave it as is. In my opinion, I feel like that'd be the easiest way to not. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. That's the easiest
Having
way. Who
having
goes
to
the
try to
easiest route?
having to find out and go through all these fucking loopholes like I'm a goddamn detective, even though I don't get paid like a detective should, doing all this detective work for no fucking reason just to get disappointed. Like, what's the point of that? You wasted my time. I didn't get paid for all the work I did.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Okay, well, see, okay, that's also where I differ. I'm not gonna go through all the trouble to figure out the truth. If I find out the truth, I found out the truth. If I happen to talk to someone who knows what happens, yeah, I'm gonna ask, or I'm gonna ask them if they know what happened to see what they know.
That's
If I start
detective
to get more
work.
information, that's different. But I'm not gonna really put myself to like figure out why you lied to me about said thing. You lied to me about said thing for a fucking reason because to some extent you either don't want me to know personally for whatever reason, or you're afraid that I'm going to disappoint you and you also don't want that to happen. Either way, you're lying. It doesn't change anything, you know? So like you would probably go to like through all that work and do it just to understand like what it is that you lied about. I'm just sitting over here and I'm just gonna be like, you lied? All right. You want some nachos?
Asking
'Cause
questions to get more information is detective work. So technically, you
no,
are still doing
no. What I
detective.
mean is, no, no. I mean like, okay, like let's say it was Wheezy. Wheezy lied to me about something.
Why am I always? You guys expecting me to do some shit bad?
Wheezy, you're also not contributing too much. You're just listening. So yes, technically you're the scapegoat in the situation.
Okay,
It's
okay.
fine.
That's
All right.
fair.
You can, you know what? You can even role play a bit and invite and add details to this story.
I'm
Okay.
always the example. They're like,
You know
they're like,
what,
all right.
Weezy?
It's like you guys are plotting on me to do something bad
Literally.
eventually.
No. You
guys
just
are-
haven't said anything.
This is what's gonna happen when Wheezy fucks up eventually.
Fucking Wheezy, dude. I swear to God. I knew it.
Literally.
This
We
whole
should have
time.
known it would have been Wheezy. I'm just saying, if it was Wheezy, right? Whatever. He lied. You know what happens, but he lied to me. If we hung out, I'm gonna at some point just be like, hey Jordan, do you know that this thing happened? And you're gonna be like, you'd probably tell me like, I don't know what you heard, but that's not what happened. And you would probably tell me what happened. Or I would ask like, oh, then what actually happened? And you told me and then I found out. Okay. If you still also just defend Wheezy would be like, I don't know, or I just don't want to talk about it because it's not my story to tell. Okay, whatever. And then again, if it came up, it came up. Or I might ask, yes, but it's not that important to me to find out unless it was a serious thing. If you just lied to me about a thing, whatever. If you lied to me that you cheated on your girlfriend, again, not my relationship, just disappointed, but go off, sweetheart. Cheat if you want to cheat. It's not affecting my lifestyle. I'm just not gonna recommend any friends to date you. That's just about it. Like, you can stay single outside of my friend pool. Find another friend pool to, dip into. But, you would probably, like you said, you'd probably, like, ask everyone, be like, do you know what Weezy did? Did you hear about this? What happened?
I'm not gonna
You know-
gossip. What the hell? Like, what?
No, that's not gossiping. That's asking, like, do you know what happened? Like, literally, that's just asking, do you know what happened? Did you hear about this thing? Do
Okay,
you
if I
know?
were to do that, and if
I'm
it's
not
like,
saying you word it like that. You might Sherlock Holmes it. I don't know.
well, I mean, okay, say Wheezy did something. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry, man.
Don't be
But
sorry. You
yeah,
already
sure.
agreed.
Like
It's too late.
say that he did something, right? And I knew about
Yeah.
it. He lies to you about it. Then you
Mhm.
ask me. Like,
Yeah.
okay. Sure,
Take your time.
I'm trying to translate it back to English. Sorry. Okay. So
Oh yeah, I don't speak your language, so you're gonna have to
yeah,
speak English. I'm sorry.
yeah. I found out with one of my coworkers that like I'm not the only one that like because English is second language. I had
Mhm.
to translate everything to back to Vietnamese in my head and then back to English to come back out.
Like Google Translate in your brain.
Yeah, that's why I slur
My
my
mom
words a
says the
lot.
same thing. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, if he were to lie to you and you ask me, I would have been like, "Did you talk to him?" You'd be like, "Yeah,
Mhm.
he told me this." And I'd be like, "Oh, okay." Then yes, I would be like, "Okay, well, this technically happened. Don't know why he lied to you." Then I'll talk to Wheezy and be like, "What the fuck are you lying to people about?" It's a small thing, like
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, it depending on like how serious. Like, if it's a small thing, I don't really care. If it's a big thing, of course I'm gonna care. I might even press you for it. But again, if you're very adamant in just keeping up with that's not what happened, or whatever excuse you want to say to keep up with your lie, just to me or to however many other people you're lying to, I'm not going to push it. You lied. We both know you lied. You're okay with continuing to keep up this lie, even though everyone knows what actually happened or knows what happened to some extent, whether they know the whole thing or some of it or just the beginning of it, whatever. All right. I'm disappointed. I'm not going to lose respect in you because honestly, maybe you have a good ass reason for lying, depending on severity. Obviously, if it goes into like, jail territory, I need to know what happened. I'm going to chain you to a chair or something because we're going to figure this out. If you did something wrong, you did something wrong. I'm not about to be an accessory because now I heard some shit. You're telling me I'm not going to jail for you unless you're going to pay me while I'm in jail for you. It's not happening. You're telling me what happened because I'm not going to go to jail. If you tell me, Erlyn, you shouldn't know too much, bet I shouldn't know too much, I'm gonna unchain you, we'll go our separate ways. I don't need to talk to you anymore. We don't have to communicate for at least like 6 months, whatever. You figure out your life until then. I figure out mine. See you when I see you, whatever. But if it's not that serious, it's not that serious. The world's not gonna end. You just have this lie. You could keep your lie. I'm just gonna bring it up occasionally and just see if you're ever gonna really talk to me about it. If you're not and you're still gonna lie about it, okay. Well, anyways, we plan to hang out today. Are we going to the zoo or the aquarium? Were we gonna go to the amusement park? Were we just gonna go get dinner?
Aquarium.
Right? Aquariums are
Aquarium
so
is
nice.
That's the one thing you took from that whole spiel. God, I love aquariums.
I do.
I'm a damn liar, a cheater, and I love aquariums.
I'm just saying. That's how I deal with shit. Obviously, you guys lose respect for people. That's okay. That's how you guys deal with it. And that's a valid thing. That's, A-okay. I'm just saying, if you guys lied to me, I'm just going to be disappointed. And I'm going to let you know that I'm disappointed any chance I'd get. Because that's the one thing I did learn was that from, obviously, being lied to and all that, is that I'm not going to let you think that everything is 100% good. You still lied to me. Again, you still have my respect depending on what it is. But, sure, I guess this is the only time that I'm 100% a petty person is, remember that you did that thing that you said you didn't do? I do. You want to talk about that? No? Okay. This tastes good. It tastes like honesty and truth. But, you wouldn't know about that, I guess. Anyways, did you call Jordan to see if we're going to hang out still today? Okay. Cool. Right. Maybe we'll go see that trash movie Morbius or whatever. So whatever happens. I don't know. That's just how I'd go about it. We got Sherlock Holmes over here. We got Weezy who's like, I might fight you if I have to fight you, I guess.
Levi is asking how much are y'all taking to go to jail for somebody? What do you mean how much?
Nothing.
Like money?
0. Oh, if it's money, you're paying me so that way I'm set for life. I don't care if you gotta take out a loan from a loan shark. You're setting me for life if I'm gonna help you out.
What if you're in for life?
You're in. If that person's in for life, I don't know shit. I'm not helping you.
No. Like to go to.
If I do know something and it means that I don't have to go to jail, I'm telling.
Wow.
I'm not going to jail for no one. You did the crime. I just happen to be the accessory. Even if I was a witness, like I was personally in the room and I saw what happened, I'm not going to jail for you because I only witnessed it. I didn't help you. I'm going to make sure I didn't help you. You have a body to bury. Unless I know we're 100% going to get away with it, I'm not helping you with a body. You could get bodied in jail. I'm going to be out here being a body, free. That's it.
So what we're seeing here is that Erlyn is human cancel culture. Weezy's a damn liar and a cheater who loves the aquarium.
What the fuck?
And Erlyn is a terrible friend.
Not a terrible friend. I'm literally just a person who knows that if you did something wrong, you should go to jail for whatever that thing is. That's not wrong. That's not being a terrible friend. That's you did something wrong. How am I wrong for you doing the bad thing?
Weezy, if Joe did something that like...
Okay, so Weezy murdered someone. I'm not helping him.
No, murder! What the fuck is that? happening?
Fine, Jordan, you murdered someone. I'm not
Why?
helping you get out of jail. You killed someone. You took a life. I'm not about to help you with that. That's your conscience. It's not. It doesn't need to live in my brain. I have to make sure that my brain is rent free with the dumbest shit possible living in here.
Okay.
I'm not gonna leave dead body that Jordan killed in there. No.
Hold on. Wheezy.
Yeah.
Would you go to jail for Joe?
Depends on what for.
He murders somebody that you both don't like.
No.
He
Better.
hides
He
the
murders his
body.
wife.
He murders his wife, who ends up being a total bitch anyway.
She
Murders
is.
his wife that
Yeah.
I knew was a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you go to jail for him?
That's
like
a
for
large
life.
pause.
Like
Most
for
murders
life.
tend to be pretty decently long, so it's basically life.
Probably not. He's gonna have to take the L on that one.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, I wouldn't go to jail for
Love him to
nobody.
death.
Okay,
No,
see?
Love
So
him-
how am
love
I
him
the
to
bad
death.
friend?
Love him to death.
Oh,
I'll
I'm
still
just saying
visit him in
shit.
jail.
Yeah, I'll visit.
I'll visit.
I'll bring you pie. I don't fucking care. You
I don't
ask
think you
you like,
can-
oh, I want some goldfish. Got you. You need some
I'll just
money
look at him.
for-
I'll just
you
go
know.
visit him and be like, "Damn, man, you didn't have to kill her.
I know she's a
You really
bitch,
didn't. You could have
but
talked it out, sir. You
You
could
didn't
have
have to kill her,
conversation.
man. Come on."
could have waited for somebody else to do that. Like, come on.
And literally now your kids have no parent and they have to be like raised by like
I can't
grandparents
make
or
this go
something.
away for you.
I'm not trying to make it go away for you. They need evidence. I'm gonna help them. Fucking no.
Hmm. Okay.
You need to dust some fingerprints? I got you. You need a cup with his DNA? Bet.
Dude, if you're trying to get away with murder,
Y'all
Erlyn
bad
is the
friends,
one to do
period?
it.
Hell nah. I just value
First
my
of all,
life.
Levi, now that I know that you would 100% ride or die, I'm 100% picking you to ride or die with. I'm not a ride or die bitch. I'm riding to live. If I'm going to die, it's on a personal level, and it's between me, myself, and I. I don't need to take nobody else with me. If that's what's gonna happen, I better make sure that this person is 100% sure that they also want to ride or die. In which case, we're going to take the same car up to heaven or hell, and we're waiting together in that lobby. Figure out where we're gonna be placed. Just saying. I don't need to take nobody down with me. I did the crime. Unless we did the crime
Personally,
together.
I think I'm a ride or die, but with like an asterisk. And what that asterisk is saying is like, as long as I don't go to jail and we can get away with it.
Exactly. Okay, I'm with that. I could do that. I can do that.
Like the moment jail is mentioned,
picture?
I'm like, because I think these scenarios, like I know for a fact my asshole's gonna get touched. I don't want that. That's a forbidden area.
It's a little like a rub-a-dub.
Yeah. So like, yeah, I'm valuing that over any type of friendship I got.
Literally. But I mean, it's not all bad. I think in the woman's side, because my mom just showed me today on Instagram. Apparently, 2 women got pregnant by 2 transgender convicts in prison.
Hey,
Somehow.
yo.
Wow.
The female ward. So 2 women.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't know that could still happen. Maybe that's just me being ignorant. I don't know. I was
I mean,
just
if
not.
they
I
still-
just never thought pregnancy would be a thing in
If they
jail.
still
I know you
have
could
the
go.
genitalia, then why not? Yeah.
Well, no, yeah, that's I just never thought about that part of it. It was just usually you hear like a pregnant lady was in jail, not a pregnant lady came out of jail.
Dude, that's
Like,
fucking tough though.
yeah. You gotta
Very
give birth
tough.
in jail. Like that's well, not in jail, but you
It
know.
happens.
God.
They'll take you to a hospital and then escort you right back to jail.
But
after
still,
you're
getting
recovered.
pregnated in jail.
Pregnated, not impregnated, just pregnated.
Just pregnated.
Yeah, that's crazy. Jail's rough. Although I work with guys that have been to jail, and they don't make it sound all that bad.
Depends, yeah.
Depending on what jail
they-
you go to, like whether
Yeah.
it's state or God.
The other thing is
do a
they
man
also
like
do
that.
separate you to some extent depending on severity of crime. Most normal crimes, even like all the way up to I think molestation to some extent, and obviously if they believe pedophiles too, get stuck in like normal jail, whereas like murderers and rapists and like, you know, convicted felons and stuff like that do get sent to a different part of the facility. But I could be wrong. That's only on the knowledge that I got
I
from my
think they need
dad,
to
but
go
I don't
to
know.
a different island,
Island. Just put them
and
in an
then we blow up
incinerator.
that island.
See, you're so much nicer. You're willing to give them some time to live on the island. I
Dude,
would just toss them into
No,
a
not
giant
Jordan's in
even.
favor
pot
of capital
acid.
punishment.
Not even a time. Just like they get there, they're like, "Oh, that's nice." Pfft.
Well, I mean, how many? You gotta wait for them to transfer all of them. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe it's during the transportation.
So they're just gonna blow them up in the middle of the ocean? You're just
Yeah,
gonna
so,
add
like-
to the
so,
waste
like-
and pollution?
So what
Oh my God.
what I'm planning here is like, you know, Fortnite buses flying over to this fucking island, right? And then the bus driver flies out of the bus doing the splat maneuver found in Drake and Josh. And then the bus
Yes.
gets blown up.
Well, that's still pollution.
It's a Fortnite bus.
What if instead of it blowing up, they all land on the island and
Mhm.
all the convicts have to fight to get a victory royale, and then that guy gets released?
No.
No,
It gets
because
released into a shark's
it's a mixed.
mouth.
Yeah, like you're literally choosing. Hey, let's let this one person try and survive
Yeah,
murdering other murderers, rapists, and whatever convicted felons.
let's
just
get
to have this
the number one
dude
murderer
survive.
on the island to come back.
Yeah, like bro, like he killed who
like
knows
Squid
how
Game,
many
yeah.
people to survive, and
He
you
killed
were
the
like,
come
best
back?
of the best.
He can come back.
But listen, he gets locked up again. He comes back to be the 2-time champion.
So what?
Of
This
the-
is a
of the
party
jail
of
game.
Killing
convicted
champion.
murderers.
Undefeated 2-time
Undefeated
jail
two-time
island
murderer.
games.
This is fucking. They're gonna have it being like televised on TV. You can make bets on people.
That might-
And be like, who's your convicted felon? You can have people talking about it in the bar. Like, I got my money on Bob. Bob, I got my money on Jerry. You heard what Jerry did? Jerry took eyeballs.
The championship belt is just with a bunch of knives and guns on that shit.
Now that I'm thinking about it, this actually won't lower crime rates at all.
It would not.
People would be trying to get in on that shit. They'd be like, that sounds dope.
Yeah,
Let's go rob a
100%.
bank real quick.
Literally.
That's the movie Death Race. Ah, that's fucking amazing.
Wait, so on
What
the
the fuck?
opposite end of the spectrum, what would you guys do to like say your friend was getting accused of something you know they didn't do. Like you know they're innocent, but
Yeah.
like everybody else is convinced that they're not. Like what would you go about that with?
Personally, I would tell them, and I'm letting you guys know this too, so don't do a crime. I am not tech savvy, nor am I gonna put my mind into doing something that I'm not getting something out of it. I will defend you if they do call me, if they ask me questions. Of course, I'm gonna defend you. If I have some knowledge, especially to prove that you're innocent, I'ma give it. But if you're asking me to like Sherlock Holmes or like find stuff to try and help prove that you're innocent, one, again, you guys know this, I don't drive, so I'm not leaving my fucking house for anything, really. Two, I don't know how to like investigate stuff like some other girls do. I know some girls are really good at investigating stuff, so don't trust me. But I am here for you if you need me to defend
So
you.
don't
That's
trust
about it.
Erlyn. Got it. All right.
Yeah.
Will do.
Again,
So-
unless I have information that can help prove you're innocent, which I probably won't, all I could do is really defend your character and like make sure that these people understand that this person wouldn't do said thing. Unless it's like, I don't know, taking money. I know for a fact if it was like $1 million, I highly doubt you guys would say no to $1 million. I feel like they would probably take $1 million. However, not for this type of crime. Probably shouldn't say that. You'd probably get used against you.
Yeah,
I
that
didn't say anything.
would. You're terrible at
anything.
this.
That's why I said don't trust me. I don't have any, unless I can help prove and I have facts that, you know, are 100% besides opinion that can prove that you're innocent. I can't help you.
Keep
I'm
Erlyn
literally-
away from every legal team possible.
Jordan's like law school spidey senses are like tingling off the chain right now.
No, if you coach me, that's different. If I'm coached and I'm taught exactly how I'm supposed to react to certain things, I can do that. If you just let me free willy, like you just heard, it's not happening. You're probably gonna go to jail. I'm probably not gonna help you. But if the legal team was like, hey, Erlyn, you're pretty decent at, just talking on end, do that, but do it with this type of information. Give me a bullet point. Tell me the things that I should just rant about without actually answering the question while I'm still answering the question.
No, you're good
I
at
can do that.
stalling, but stalling can only get you so far. Like...
No, not stalling. I meant like stalling, but still giving the answer in that stalling. So like, oh, you asked me a question. Well, here's the answer, and also like an extra added story to give you details on why that answer is the reason I gave you that answer. You waste some court time because I know for a fact that judge don't want to be sitting here all day listening to me give you a really long answer. So
yeah, you're really good at stalling. Like
I can stall if you need somebody to, if you like the movie, you know how, I don't know why, but like every single time it's always a last minute, we got some extra information that's gonna prove you're innocent. If you need that type of person to help stall, I got you. But I better be compensated in money or food.
Keep her away.
You could get me to do almost anything again for money or food, so mostly money.
Mostly money. Ooh.
Really quick, because we were talking about islands and shit. Okay. If, and I'm gonna use you two as an example for this, if
Oh
because,
Lord.
Anyways, if one of you happen, you guys are out on a hike in the mountains on an island or some shit, whatever. Exotic species are around. One of you got bit on the dick, and you got some, like venom in there. Would you help either one? So you just gonna let him lose his life, possibly?
Do I want venom in my mouth? No.
Okay.
Do I want dick in my mouth? No. Do I want my friend's life to be saved? Yes. I'll find somebody else. I'll find a straw.
I'll find a straw. Like you're just gonna be able to stick a straw in there?
Well, if we're on an island, right?
Did you think I was talking about? I'm not talking about an anaconda.
The biggest problem I have is because we're on the mountains, right? We're on an island. We're hiking and shit.
You're on like a regular, like it's like a New Zealand, Australia type like mountain.
Right. But like
regular tour. Like
the
you're
thing
not
is,
fucking
right?
in the middle of nowhere.
You're out doing all these activities. You got a sweaty dick. That's kind of gross.
Okay, I'm just. It was just a question. So nice to know. Make sure you guys wear a cup.
I'm just kidding.
We'll wear the cup. You would
I'm just kidding. To save my homie's life, of course.
Same.
Yeah, you need to make sure that you're gonna owe me food first. I'll take a hot dog. Those are like $3.
You do have a hot dog in your mouth.
No, an actual fucking hot dog that I could chew and eat. Something that benefits my actual body and gives me nutrition. Not some stanky, cheese-ridden sweat dick, alright? You established this, alright? I'm not saying that you guys got cheese, but I'm just saying you've been sweating, so I'm assuming there's some kind of funk happening down there, alright?
There's no way.
I'm being owed food. It doesn't have to be a hot dog. I only reference a hot dog because, well,
Oh god, that's funny.
I had to ask because Weezy brought up this
Can't believe you.
special.
Out of all the foods you said a hot dog.
Because I want a hot dog. Thinking about talking about it was outside of my thought process on food. I just really thought about sauerkraut and I wanted a hot dog.
Sauerkraut.
I promise you, there is no hot dog on a human body that's as good as an actual hot dog. Don't care what anybody says. No dick is as good as a hot dog.
Ooh, wait, how do you guys like your hot dogs?
Cooked.
Because I absolutely hate them when they're boiled.
You don't like a boiled hot dog?
Nope.
Do you
Grilled
know
is
how to
the
boil
only
a
way to
hot
go.
dog? Do you know how to boil one correctly, or you just I'm not a
I never learned because my mom did a shitty job growing up.
okay.
So they were ruined for me.
I
but
don't know how to say this, Weezy. Except the only way I know how is that you're white and your mom is white. So I can kind of, no offense, but I can kind of assume that she didn't cook a lot of things right.
Oh, did he tell you the story about how like he didn't realize how bland his mom's food was until he went to a friend's house?
Oh yeah, that was you. Yeah, yeah. Your mom sucks at cooking. So I feel like I feel like, you know, your mom just didn't
Valid.
do a lot of things properly. So you never had a proper boiled hot dog.
Yeah, I feel like if you know how to boil a hot dog correctly, you ain't gotta worry about it tasting weird.
You never got to worry about it tasting weird if it comes off of a grill either.
She wanted sauerkraut, but if the dick was a little sour, she wouldn't help a homie out.
Listen,
That's
that just means you got some
crazy.
type of infection already. You're just dead. You got an infection plus venom. I'm sorry. Even if you survive this, you just have no dick now. I'm
Erlyn
not
is
helping you.
possibly the worst friend you could have. to
In any
picture.
situation, any survivable situation, yes, I'm not a know-how person. I'm not a person that's gonna work for free. You need to give me some reason. You could say, oh well, you're gonna die. All right, I was gonna die anyways, even if you weren't here. Like, I'm dead regardless if we're stranded. I don't have any life skills to survive. I don't know how to make a fire. I don't know how to make weapons. I only know how to breathe. I can maybe boil some water. Maybe. That's a high maybe. Not even.
Don't know
It's
how
a
to
low
boil
maybe.
water?
That's not a maybe that you should trust. Just saying, worst person to get stuck with, because I'm just gonna sit there and complain because that's all I could do.
You don't know how to
Besides
boil water?
die. In the freaking wilderness without a pot? Yeah. I don't know how to boil water. Because I don't know how to make a fire. How am I supposed to boil water without a fire? How am I supposed to collect water if I don't have a thing to collect water to boil it in with a fire?
No, that's
Care,
not true,
but
Levi.
I can't care.
She doesn't she only cares for us if it helps her survival. If it doesn't, then it's just fuck off.
Well, we're fucking gonna die anyways. You guys are acting like I'm a terrible person for being honest. I have no survival skills. You want me to sit here and be positive? Oh my god, we're gonna be like, no, bitch, we're probably gonna die. I have nothing. I hate bugs. I hate animals. I don't like being touched. I hate being sweaty. Now I'm stuck outside with bugs, sweat, people, and no food. I'm gonna complain. You're not gonna not hear me complain. You should wait for me to fall off a cliff and die, because that's the only way I'm gonna shut up. I don't know who Bear Grylls is, but he
You
spelled
don't know
his
who
last
Bear
name with a
Grylls
Y.
is?
He doesn't deserve to have a last name if he's gonna spell it with a Y.
First of all, put some respect on that man. He's dead.
I will when he puts his name with the I.
He can't.
Listen, I will talk to anyone that's dead, all right, if they spelled their name weird, all right? Stevens, that spell their name with a PH? I'm gonna judge the shit out of you and talk down on your name, even if you're dead. I don't care. You can talk shit on my name, whether I'm dead or not.
Understand that
It's fine.
either. I don't understand how PH
That's
makes
a
a
Stefan,
V.
and
Yeah.
Stefan is still spelled with an F, so why is there a PH with a V sound?
Not always.
Bear Grylls isn't dead.
Well, somebody's clearly
I thought
dead
he
that
was dead.
knows.
I thought he was dead. I thought he'd be dead by
Some
now,
Bear
dog.
Grylls that knows is dead.
No, I just Wikipedia that shit.
I thought he'd be dead by now. He's been drinking his own piss for so long.
Which is it? Okay, that's the one thing I could give. I know
For at
some
least
survival
47
facts.
years.
You cannot drink your piss and survive. If anything, you're just dehydrating yourself more.
I thought he
There's
was
nothing
dead
beneficial.
this whole time, dude. I swear to God.
I'm surprised he's alive if he's drinking his own piss. You're not wrong. He should be dead.
Damn, he's 47.
Wow, he's young.
I thought he was older too. What the fuck?
Dad, are you good? Where the
No,
frick are
apparently
you?
not. Not where this guy is.
First of all, why are we saying we need to learn? There's no we need to learn. This is why I said I don't want to go to places where you could definitely, a plane crash and something happens. Australia, perfect reason.
Oh, okay.
Dead.
I assumed he was dead because Man vs. Wild stopped.
I stopped
I
the show
could-
because he
I
died.
could
He
get
can't just
that.
retire.
Well, he's got
He
other
didn't make it.
shows.
It's not like he made
and
enough money
I never
off the
knew about
show.
those other shows. I was like, oh well.
The
Man
show's
vs.
not
Wild
out
has-
anymore. He's got to be dead, right?
Like it
no,
just
he's
seems
just
like
living
he's
his
in the
life.
wilderness. Like, I thought he'd just be dead or something.
So by that logic, if you
he's
are
got
no
a-
longer live on TV, you are in fact dead.
Nah.
Yeah.
Like,
He's
okay.
got a log cabin out in fucking Wisconsin. He's living his
Wisconsin.
life.
Yeah, no. I probably didn't pick up anything useful from this man either. If I saw anything on him, I probably didn't.
Well, he's from London. Never mind.
What's that have to do with
He's from
anything?
London, never mind. Living in Wisconsin.
Man's got
Just
the
saying.
immune system of the gods. Yeah, apparently. Jesus.
Oh, that's another thing. Terrible person. I should not be going anywhere out in the wilderness. I need to take my medicine. If I don't take my medicine, I am basically a cripple who has no legs. You could just leave me.
The first episode of Man vs. Wild, Wild 1. Yeah, exactly. So I thought he died. Yeah, you can't
Why?
be.
He has a team following him with a medical staff on site.
Yes.
How would he have died?
I'm not saying he died because of that.
Oh, like, wait, what? He has a TV following him. He's not alone.
I'm pretty sure they wouldn't even release that last episode, like, showing that Wild, like, actually won if he did die.
That'd be content, though.
It would be content, but, like, they had to censor a lot of that shit out. Or, like, cut out a lot of that.
Probably. I don't know how much they'd actually have to cut out. Like, what are they really cutting out? Like, just footage of him walking? Because
Footage of him dying. What the fuck? What?
Oh, that's
That
what
shit
you
would go
meant.
viral.
Oh my god.
Yo, I was watching an episode of Mythbusters one day, and I forget what they were testing, but they were like shooting cannons out in the middle of an open field.
What the?
And I guess their first test run of like shooting the cannon, like the camera just faded to black, and then it faded back into all of them like in their shop, and they were like, "Yeah, we had to cut the episode short because we demolished somebody's house with the cannon."
Holy crap!
I was like, "What the fuck?"
Holy fuck.
Holy Christ!
I was like, "What the hell?"
It's
This
a
show
very
is so wild.
open thing. We are under lawsuit.
I know. Yeah, we're trying to figure out how to pay for all the damages. So, yeah.
Patreon link down below, by the way.
Yes. Pay for that Patreon link.
Yeah.
Wait.
Jesus.
That was
I don't
funny.
know.
It was funny. It was even funnier because I was watching that episode like while I was like high at a friend's house. So like we saw that shit. We
That
were like,
must have
"What
been
the
even
fuck?"
better. That must have been even better for you, dude.
That's a freaking trip right there. You're like, huh?
uh,
Oh my god. Did they hurt anyone?
I don't think anybody was hurt. I just think they smashed up somebody's house.
That's convenient.
I'd have to watch the episode again, but it was fucking insane when I first watched it. I was like, "What the hell?"
I would find a way to pretend after that happened to like get hurt from the debris so that way I could get money off of being hurt because they shot a cannon into my home.
okay. Well,
Don't judge me because I like money, alright? Don't act like you wouldn't like money.
you know what? I'm going to use money to segue into the last topic we got.
Go ahead. Money. Is money.
Elon Musk earlier today offered to buy out Twitter. He sent a letter to the chairman because he has I think 9.2% stake in Twitter. Yeah. He has a 9.2 stake in Twitter, which was the most somebody has as far as like shares until I think earlier today. I think Vanguard has like 11.2 or something. I forgot.
Who's that?
I don't know, like the asset manager for Twitter.
Oh.
Anyways, he offered to buy Twitter for $54.20 a share today, which is like close to 11
That's-
billion. $11 billion. Or no, was it 11 billion? How much did I tell you?
It was like 50 something billion
no,
dollars.
$43 billion as a buyout. And his letter, I have his letter, and I quote, I invested in Twitter as I believe in its potential to be the platform for free speech around the globe. I believe free speech is a societal imperative for a functioning democracy. However, since making my investment, I now realize the company will neither thrive nor serve the societal imperative. Oh my God, why does he keep using this word? Imperative in its current form. Yeah. Twitter needs to be transformed as a private company. As a result, I am offering to buy 100% of Twitter for $54.20 per share in cash, a 54% premium over the day before I began investing in Twitter, and a 38% premium over the day before my investment was publicly announced. My offer is my best and final offer, and if it is not accepted, I will reconsider my position as a shareholder. Twitter has extraordinary potential. I will unlock it.
I just felt one of my hairs turning gray after listening to that. Another hair.
Yeah.
Potential.
I don't know, but
the potential to talk shit because that's all I really see on Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter like had a press release, and they said that they're going to carefully review the proposal and determine the course of action that it believes the best in the interest of the company and all Twitter stockholders. But that's all they got so far.
Damn. Imagine being able to just say, hey, I got over 40 plus billions of dollars to spare by your company. Think about it. Does he have a son?
Elon Musk? Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck to pronounce the name, but yeah.
How old is this son?
Very, very young.
Like jail young or just young?
Absolutely jail young. What the fuck?
Man.
Oh, he has a son and a daughter. He has two children.
Is the daughter older?
He just got the daughter last month.
Rich people never have children when you need them to have children.
Or wait, how many? Wait, does he have? Does he actually have more? He has more. He has 7 kids.
More? He has 7 kids?
He has 7 kids.
Afford it.
Holy Christ! How old are they?
Elon Musk gives me like financially responsible deadbeat dad vibes.
He has 2 twin sons.
100%.
Who are now 17.
Damn it.
He has triplets who are now 16. And then X is 1 or 12. Or wait, what's his actual name now? X, right? They just gonna call him X? Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. He's named after a freaking plane, no?
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know. But yeah.
Imagine growing up and trying to explain where your name came from.
Yeah, he's now 1, and then he now has another daughter. God damn, this man. Twins and triplets? My God.
This man, I'm worried about the mom. Her vagina is probably broken now. Like, there's no way a vagina can be broken, but I feel like
it would, yeah.
And then triplets? I'm sorry. There's no way she's and then he kept going back in there for 2 more kids. I've been like, no, I'm sorry. I'm getting rid of my whole system. The only thing that's gonna be there to work is a hole. That's it. I am not
God
dealing with this
damn.
anymore. There's either one very fertile woman or one very fertile man.
Well, the wife of the twins and triplets is her name is Justine Wilson.
Good for you, Justine Wilson.
Oh, she's a Canadian author. Huh.
Interesting.
Well, good job on the books.
Wait,
Nice,
how old is Elon?
powerful
Well,
pussy.
well, what was is she like a New York Times bestseller or whatever? Or is she just an author?
I don't think she has any bestsellers.
So normal ass bitch got pregnant and was able to get on that will.
She can just write. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm not willing to have children. It's fine. I guess I'll just be a broke bitch. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, she doesn't. Her most famous is Blood Angel, and that was published in 2005.
Wow. Oh, speaking of like 2005-ish, really quick. My sister sent me like a thing for Ice Age, and it made me feel really old because it has been 20 years since the first Ice Age was released. Because it came out in
Yep.
2002. That made me feel really old, even though I'm not really old.
I think it came out in 2001.
No, 2002. The studio that made the movie closed last year. At least that's what the article said.
Wait, what? Don't they have another Ice Age movie coming out?
They probably got bought out by Disney, so probably. Disney's trying to be a monopoly to own everything.
Oh, it is. Wow. Okay. Was it really released in 2002? It was.
Yeah. Can you imagine? I remember 2005. I remember 2010. I can remember watching that movie 10 times. And now you're telling me it's 20 years old? Okay. Okay. I'm very unhappy with this information somehow. I don't know why.
But the one that just came out, there are fucking 6 Ice Age movies. And I
Holy
thought
Christ!
there was only 3.
I thought there was only 3. You're telling me there's 6?
Yeah, because the last one that just came out is the 6th one in the series.
Did it go straight to DVD? Because
It came out on J. Cole's birthday. I know that, but like,
I don't know J. Cole's birthday. And
oh, and apparently, like, while promoting that last one, they revealed that another Ice Age film is in development. So there's gonna be 7.
bro, they're trying to milk the shit out of this.
And J. Cole's birthday is the 28th of January.
I'm not gonna remember that, but thank you for that information.
Yeah, you're welcome. For everybody else. God damn.
That's so old. And one too many. They should have let it die like the way they let Shrek die. Shrek really needed to die. So happy he's gone.
That's mean.
Is it? Because after 2, it just went downhill.
I mean, it did, but yeah. They're really melting the shit out of Ice Age. Ha 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 ha. Ha.
Ew, what a fake
Nice.
ass laugh.
A nice joke. Ha
A
ha.
terrible laugh. Like, that's the worst fake laugh I've ever heard.
Ha ha ha.
How you gonna miss Shrek? You could just watch him. He's on, like, what, Disney Plus. Which I've already watched, like, 2 times.
Just the first movie?
Just the first one. I don't know if they had the second one. I didn't check. It popped up. Because, like, it was, like, right there. And I was like, oh, hey, wow. Nice.
They just
When I
added a new
watched it-
film to the Shrek series? Oh, wait, really? The Puss in Boots one?
Puss in Boots don't count.
Okay.
He don't count. I
Yeah,
said Shrek.
Yeah, we're talking about like specifically like Shrek. We're not talking about like the spin-offs or nothing.
Which I'm glad that they chose to pick Puss in Boots over Donkey, because no offense to Donkey, but I don't think I can handle a whole donkey-oriented movie, especially with knowing that he somehow had children with a dragon. I'm not about that information, so
You don't want to know how that came to be?
no.
You don't
No.
want to know how his dragon children are thriving?
They're probably fine because one of them is like really dumb, one of them is really smart, and the other one's average. So I am assuming that those triplets are fine. Probably thriving. They have Donkey as a dad, so I figure they should have some relative amount of luck that lets them survive. They kind of have to. I mean, it's a donkey. Also, the mom has terrible choice in men because she chose a donkey of all freaking things to like get with.
Hey, donkeys deserve love too.
I didn't
Listen,
say
man.
that they didn't. I'm just saying she's
You
a dragon.
listen.
and he's a
It doesn't
donkey.
matter what you are. You always gotta appreciate a good ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's
True.
exactly what the dragon did.
She's the one with the ass. He's just an ass.
Yeah,
Okay.
but he
That's
is a
also true.
good ass. You know what I'm saying? See how loyal he was to Shrek the whole series? That's a
He
good
kind of had
ass.
to be. And nowhere else to go.
And in the morning, I'm making waffles.
Yeah, my dude was literally sitting there saying, "Hey, I'ma be free. I'ma be your maid. I'ma cook for you. Let me stay." The dude had to beg. He needed Shrek. He didn't have anywhere else to go. Of course he's gonna freaking sit there and like just do whatever he can to like make sure he's in like Shrek's good graces. He has land. I'm trying to be best friends too with somebody that has a whole ass swamp for a house. Do you guys not judge movies? Or you just like just watch them?
I judge
Just watch
movies,
them.
but I am not judging the dragon on this.
I said you could judge her choices. I didn't say you have to judge
I'm
her.
not okay. Well, I'm not judging the choice either. Like I don't. I think it's a. I mean, if she wanted to go for it, then go for it.
You did go for it.
Can't turn down good ass.
It is a swamp and it is still ill. I'm just saying that, like, if in the circumstance I was Donkey, it'd make a lot of valid sense as to why my man sat there and was offering free services on everything possible just so he had somewhere to stay.
Also, can you give my boy Donkey some credit?
For
Making love to a dragon.
no.
Pretty
Why?
impressive.
How did he reach her?
That's what I'm saying. How is that not impressive?
He got
It's
up in that
not.
thing.
He probably got swallowed in there and had to like do it himself inside her.
But
then
she
come out
liked
of
it
her.
clearly.
No, that's not what I mean. Like he physically had to climb into like her vagina.
Clearly,
pleasure
she
himself
liked it.
inside of her, and then like leave.
She clearly
Unless-
liked it. And he was
Okay.
seducing her, like in the whole, like, what?
Yeah, I'm sure the donkey who was kidnapped by the dragon
Yes.
would just sit there and not seduce dragons, try and get in his good graces so that it wouldn't eat him.
Right. And he ended up fucking it. How was that not impressive? Like, what do you mean? And he's sticking with the dragon.
I don't know, Stockholm or something. I don't know. Just
You're just a
Yeah.
hater. That's what
I'm not a
I've come
hater.
across.
I'm being realistic.
You're just a hater.
He has just been shown to be a people pleaser. Don't kill me. I will give you what you want. She is over here sexually harassing the poor freaking thing because the first time that they meet, she literally cuts him off from any escape just to blow her nasty ass, freaking, I don't know, hot breath in his face with a heart, saying, "Ooh, I like you." And then she's touching him inappropriately the whole time. Of course he's gonna sit there and flirt with her. He has to. He's gonna be attacked in some form or another. Shrek, oh, he got sold by his owner to the swamp, okay? To the swamp, okay? And then, unfortunately, he's about to get kicked out, so of course he's gonna sit there and be like, hey, no, don't kick me out. I'm gonna offer you all of the services I have acquired throughout my lifetime of making you waffles and cleaning your house. We could be roommates. I'll do all the work. Donkey is just a people pleaser. He doesn't know how to say no. And that's for a fact because he even helped Shrek out in 2 by drinking the potion. He's like, I'm not gonna leave you behind, dude. The only time he wasn't people pleasing was with Puss. And even then he ended up liking him anyways, so. He has to be a loving father. His children are half donkey, like half dragon. Those things could probably kill him if they just looked at him the wrong way.
Why does Erlyn hate Donkey so much, Wheezy?
I don't hate him. I'm just saying there's
Crazy.
no valid reason to sit there and be like, wow, he should be praised 100. Like, he's a people pleaser. He's just trying to survive. Levi, what the fuck?
I've just determined
Not the
that
donkus.
Erlyn over here is just a big hater. She's framed Wheezy about being a murderer and a liar and a
I've
cheater.
been
You
framed
did not
for
try to
literally
deny
everything in the book of this
First of all-
episode.
First of all,
This is
that
slanderous.
you joined in on this slander or whatever, okay?
I don't know what you're
Literally,
talking about.
You did not try and deny this. You were in on this whole entire example situation of Wheezy being a murderer, a liar, and a cheater, alright? You were joining in on this, alright? I don't want to hear nothing. You were an accomplice, alright? We're going to jail for this. I'm taking you down with me because you were part of it.
Didn't I just say I wouldn't go to jail for you?
You don't have to go to jail for me. You're going to jail for yourself because you were part of the conversation defaming Wheezy. There's a VOD. And it's going to go on YouTube.
It's not necessarily like
And on
No.
Spotify.
defaming him.
And on Spotify. There you go. 3 different platforms with evidence. Full form.
I would defame my boy.
You did. You helped me in the conversation. You even used him yourself as an example at one point.
I used him as an example, but I didn't defame him.
I was also using him as an example. It doesn't matter. He could still call it defamation and sue us for it and take us to jail.
Not me, he'll lose.
How would I lose?
Because you're not me.
That's not a reason. That's just you saying I'm not you.
Yeah. So I know, like, I'll win. You won't.
I'm sure you'll win when you're joining in on the same kind of conversation.
That's crazy.
Listen, man. Listen. If it actually happens, he sues us for defamation, and I end up scot free, and you don't, then that's your that sucks for you.
It means that I was more broke than you, not that I was wrong.
Now that doesn't mean that you're more broke.
Yeah, it means I couldn't afford a good ass lawyer to get me out of it. And if you got away scot-free because you defending yourself, somehow there was some type of nepotism in there because I refuse to believe that the judge let you get away with you defending yourself and I had a lawyer.
Why not?
First of all, you didn't graduate law school, did you?
Your Honor, I will be
did.
Did
representing
you pass
myself.
the bar? No.
You don't know that.
So there's some type of nepotism or a favoritism or something ism in there that lets you get out free while I had a lawyer to get me out and still didn't. Maybe even bribe the judge. You know what? I wouldn't put it past you. Maybe you bribe the judge.
You don't know if
Maybe
I
help him
passed
get
the
that
bar.
stress test. I don't know.
How would you know if I passed the bar or not? I haven't talked to you in a while.
Did you pass the bar?
Maybe I did.
That's not an answer. I asked yes or no if you passed the bar. Maybe is not an answer. That's just deflection.
It's not necessarily deflect. I actually never taken the bar test. I thought about it, but that shit
Did you
looks too
graduate
hard.
law school?
I'm done.
How the frick? Wait. How did you go to law school and then work in IT?
Because it's my minor. It was my minor, and I didn't finish it until like just recently.
Okay, you heard it here, guys. Literally, you do not need a major in anything if you have a minor in coding. That's it. That is a lesson here to
What
learn
are you
today.
talking about? My minor
Minor in
isn't in
coding.
coding.
Eh. Was it in that?
I have nothing in criminal justice.
Then how the fuck are you in IT? That's my point.
I don't know.
You
I
should
don't know
get
how I
into
got this job.
IT.
He's just good at it.
Sir, how are you in IT?
Listen, I tell my
You
coworkers
don't
all
really
the
need
time, I don't even know
a
how
degree.
I
You just
have
gotta
this
prove
job.
you
I
can
don't
do it.
belong here.
Weezy, I don't think you understand how in-depth coding can get, and my guy is doing stress tests, which is intense types of coding.
I mean, if you figure
It's
it
not
out, you
just
figure it
something you
out.
could just pick up without actually like putting time into it.
And I did.
I I know. And that's what I'm saying. I'm just wondering.
Why are you
I
so
had to
bothered by
ask.
this? Like,
I'm not. I had to ask because you're saying I graduated from law school, just never took the bar, minored in criminal justice, but I work in IT.
I
Without
work in a
having
robotics
minored
company.
or majored in okay, that's even like weirder. You're
I
in
know.
robotics.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
a
Like,
whole ass actual
think
major,
I
and
don't
you're
think I
in
belong
there.
here.
I don't know if you belong there. That's a whole like there are schools built around just learning how to do robotics, and you're over here like I learned the law, but I'm working on robots.
What's
Can
even better
program
is
a
like
bot to
that
help defend
wasn't. It's
people.
not even my major, which is even worse because it's like my
I
major.
know. That's why I'm saying.
My major is in audio engineering. I should be doing audio shit,
Oh my
not
God.
this.
The world really looked
I
at you and
scammed
said,
the
"We
system
got you."
somehow.
How?
I don't know. I just did it. Get good. Fans bought Skillshare and watched one video. You know, I never
Probably.
once used Skillshare.
Never.
But if Skillshare were to want a sponsor, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I can make a class for you. About how to scam the economy.
Can you tell us how we can scam the economy then?
In another
For $30. How much? Wait, how much is each class in Skillshare? 10? 20?
I don't know. It depends on the class.
Okay, well, we're scamming the economy, so like, yeah, I'm at least like needing like 30 per video I send.
Okay.
Per advice I send. Actually.
If it's for advice and you're asking for $30, that's a little high.
Well, you're asking for it.
Advice. I'm not asking you to like teach me. I'm asking you for advice on how to do it.
Isn't that what you're
That's
pretty
like
much asking for?
me charging you for like advising you on, I don't know, something. You're just asking for advice. You're not asking for a whole therapy session. You're just like, hey, Erlene, can I get advice on this one thing? I'm like, $30.
Guys,
What?
Whatever.
I need to go get my food.
Go get your food.
That's okay. We're probably about to end anyway, so if you want to wait a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to end. In conclusion, right? I guess we're all terrible friends.
What do you
Really.
mean?
We wouldn't go to jail for anybody.
I've literally got
Erlene wouldn't suck the soul out of their homie because they got venom in them. Erlene likes to paint Weezy as a liar and a cheater.
You also painted him as a liar and a cheater.
the
And
whole damn stream.
participated in the defamation of him also attempting murder. So.
No, I asked how he would feel if Joe were to do it. If anything, I did that to Joe. I'm sorry, Joe.
I'm sorry, Joe. Don't believe him, Joe.
Any
Crazy.
further conclusions before we end?
I just like to say that I'm an innocent man. I ain't do nothing wrong.
Innocent till
I've
proven
been-
guilty.
I have been honest my whole life. I've never cheated. I'm also never committed murder in my life.
Supposedly.
You don't believe our boy?
I never said I didn't believe him. I'm just saying.
What do you mean supposedly? You don't believe this
Because
statement?
he's got to defend himself. He can't just outright be like, yeah, no, 100% I did kill someone. Or 100% I did cheat. Or 100% I have, you know.
I don't need to defend myself if there's no fucking evidence first.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you mean?
You're covering your bases. Is this not something that's common knowledge? You're supposed to cover your bases regardless.
I just did cover my bases.
He doesn't need
You were just sitting there like, and I'm just
Yeah,
like, what
like-
the fuck did I do?
It's a just in case situation. I'm just saying you need to learn how to cover your
Like,
bases on
goddamn.
the off chance something happens to happen within the week. You never know.
Terrible friend. Erlyn is the worst out of
Anything?
all of us.
I don't think so.
Clearly. All right.
Eh.
Thank you, everybody, for joining. I appreciate it very much. Join in next week. I don't know if I'll host next week,
Probably not.
but we'll
Yosh
see.
just does.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Free my boy Weezy.
Free me.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.